Cool.
Mhm.
So I'm really just to get things started, do you mind telling me a little bit about where you're from and maybe your family and like a little bit about your
Okay.
childhood, just so we can kind of get a background of who Caroline is? Could you tell us?
Yes. Okay. I'm from Curitiba. It's a big city in Brazil. It's the coldest city in Brazil.
Really?
So it's fine to snow.
Oh, good.
Yes, it's a very cold here. But I'm a teacher, actually. I'm a teacher, and I love children. I love children. I love spend my time with children, and children with the other person and my niece. My brother sons.
Your niece and your nephews?
Yes, and I have my brother who has 12 years old. So I love kids, and I find in au pair a great opportunity to appreciate it, and I improve my English and improve my culture, and that's it. I think.
Great.
I'm
So
so nervous.
did you have siblings growing up? Did you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have two brothers.
Two brothers. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. And were they close in age?
And my younger brother is 12 years old, and my older brother is 30 years old, and he lives in another city, but we always call.
Did you take care of your siblings growing up, or what kind of experience do you have with young kids?
Yes, at first I take care with my brother when he was born, and after that I take care of my niece and my nephew. And I when he
Well,
broke.
did you live? I think I read in your profile you said that you lived with your is it with your
Brother.
brother's family and you took care of their.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I live with my brother and my sister-in-law for 2 years to take care of my niece.
Oh wow. So
Uh,
so what was that? What was a typical day? Like how much time did you spend doing that?
yes, in the morning I will go to school, yes, and after that I take care of my niece until my sister-in-law coming home. And the night, my sister-in-law and my brother goes to the college.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I take care of him. I take care of her because her name is Rafaela. I take care of her to play with her, take a nap, to you know prepare
And
your
and how
food.
old was she?
Now she is 9.
Okay, but when you were taking care of her, how old was she?
Oh, the 3 month ago,
Oh,
three
3 months
months,
ago. Okay.
3 months. Yes,
Okay.
and still the 1 2 years.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Okay. So it's a 2 years I can take care of her.
And teaching, tell me a little bit about your teaching. What ages do you take care of?
I
Teach.
am a teacher for 6 years. And
Oh, okay.
yes, in the beginning is the kids with 2 and 3 years.
Oh, wow.
I yes, I take care of him three years for kids with 2 and 3 years, right?
Wow, yeah. Okay.
And then I spend off my time with a lot of kids with the different age,
Mhm.
you know, and the kids with 6 years to 11 years old. And it's not so one age.
Right,
It's a
right.
different age with different.
And
Uh,
it was when you were teaching at the school, were you a part of multiple teachers in class, or you have a whole class to yourself? Like, what does that look like?
yes, I am a auxiliary teacher, and when the teacher not coming in school, I in the class.
Oh,
You
okay.
know.
You're a substitute teacher. I understand.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, I understand.
Here we call this the auxiliary,
I see.
right?
Okay.
Yes. So I knew all the kids in the school because it's a different class,
Mhm.
And when the teacher come in school, not come in school, I in the class. So everybody knows me.
Mhm.
Everybody, I know every kids in the school,
Mhm.
and it's a different school, and a bilingual school. So I stay in school in the morning and sometimes in the afternoon. So
I
in the
see.
morning it's Brazilian culture, you
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
Portuguese, and
Mhm.
the afternoon is English.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
So I work only in morning and sometimes in the afternoon when the teacher or miss don't come in school.
Mhm. Okay. So just getting to know you a little bit, how would your friends and your family describe your personality?
Oh, I'm very child in the start. I'm very child, but I'm very friendly. I'm very lovely. I don't know how spend it is,
Mhm.
and I spend my time with my family and my friends. I love to restaurants. I love to the park here,
Mhm.
and I'm so I don't know. I think if you call my friends, they say a lot of things that I'm here because I can't explain me,
Yeah,
introduce me. I
sure,
can't
sure,
introduce me,
sure. Yeah, it's
but I
difficult.
have a
It's
lot of
difficult to
friends.
say. Yeah.
Yes, but I had a lot of friends in.
Would you say that let's say you have a Saturday night, do you prefer to be out with friends or do you prefer to be at home watching a movie? Are you gregarious? Are you a homebody? What would you say?
Mm, depends the weather.
Okay,
Depends the
sure,
weather.
sure.
But here it's so cold, and I think in two and more times to get out of my friends. But yesterday, for example, me and my friends go out to dinner to restaurant only to eat. Is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah,
And in the Sundays, it's typical. Me and my families go out to the lunch. It's why that I'm go out here today.
hmm,
And
great.
me and my families all the Sunday we go out to the lunch.
Hmm. On your profile it said you're Catholic. Do you go to
Yes,
church often?
yes, I do. Do you have a religion? I
Yeah,
don't.
well, one of the things that was a positive thing on your profile was you're a Catholic. So
Yes,
our family goes to church every Sunday, and that's
yes,
why we ask.
yes, yes. Because the pandemic
Hmm.
is not church here. It's online,
Oh, okay.
and we don't go to the church, but we saw it online. You know,
I see. Okay.
we
Yep.
so me and my family is a very Catholic. I have every I don't know to say in English, but I do every do the things is the Catholic.
Yeah, all the sacraments and
Yes,
go to
sacrament.
church on Sundays and
Yes,
holy
yes.
days, stuff like that. Okay,
Yes,
cool.
but
Yeah, would you be interested, like what would your interest level be in going to church with us on Sundays?
my interest to go to the church.
Yeah, to go to church with us, with the family.
Oh, oh, it's okay. It's okay
Would
for
you
me.
would you be interested or
I don't understand.
would you enjoy going to church with us on Sundays?
Yes, I,
Okay.
I will enjoy. Ah, yes, yes. It's no problem to me. I will very interesting to know this to
Okay.
to
Cool. That's great.
continue my religion here.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
Um, all right. Do you make your own meals and do your own laundry? Tell me a little bit about your living situation now.
Okay, I will. I love meal. I love do all my meal because it is very simple. I don't have any restriction of food.
Okay. Yep.
I love taste something different, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
and I very simple. For example, tomorrow I'll be on my own here in my home. So I do prefer to prepare all my meal. It's okay for me.
Mm-hmm.
And my laundry, I do my laundry here in home. I prefer. And so in the weekends, I do all my clothes and then I do my laundry in home. So
Great. And
he,
so that's good. Are you, would you say that you're a neat or a clean person?
yes, I consider myself. And my home, my house is my mother and father house. So my room is mine. So my room is very clean, and my house it's a little mess because we have a teenager here. So
Understood.
yes,
Okay, great.
I consider myself a cleaner and a organized person.
Have you ever lived outside of home with your mom and dad?
Yes,
Addition?
I spend this time with my brother for 2 years.
Mhm.
So I love to spend I like to spend my time out, go out with my mom and my dad. They supported me, and we conversation via Skype. I don't know.
Mhm. Great. Okay.
Okay.
So I have some questions about I guess what our family needs are. So I'll tell you a little bit about what the day looks like for our kids. So typically, your schedule would look like you would wake up at 7 a.m., something like that, and then
Mm-hmm.
start preparing lunch. This would be Monday through Friday or Monday through
Mm-hmm.
Thursday. So Monday through Thursday, wake up at 7 a.m., start preparing breakfast. So
Mm-hmm.
prepare a quick breakfast for the kids. And then at 7:30, the boys you would feed them breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would get them into their clothes and dress for school, and
Mm-hmm.
then leave the house around 8:10 a.m. and
Mm-hmm.
then drop them off at 8:35. And then you would have until from 8:35, you'd have a break from 8:35 until about 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
And they would pick up the boys at 11:30, bring them back to the
Mm-hmm.
house, feed them lunch, put them down for a nap around 1:30 or so, 1:30 p.m.
Okay.
And then
Mm-hmm.
they sleep for an hour, maybe an hour and a half,
Mm-hmm.
and then watch them until about 5:30 p.m. That would be a
Oh,
typical day. That would be a typical day, Monday through Friday.
okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
then on Fridays, sorry, on Fridays they don't go to school. So you would watch
Mm-hmm.
them from whenever they wake up till about 5:30 p.m. on Friday.
Okay.
Does
Mm-hmm.
that sound like does that sound reasonable?
Yes, it's okay for me. I wake up in the 5:30,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's okay for me. So the boys have activities after school.
Um, they have school, and then we are open. We would love to get them in something. We would love to get them in swim lessons. We'd love to get them in
Mm-hmm.
sports. We'd love to get them into activities, but at the current moment, we don't have any activities for them after school. But we would love to do.
Okay.
But we would love to do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oftentimes, we have a park that's very close.
Mm-hmm.
We have a really nice park that we could walk to, and
Yes,
typically after.
I read the your letter, and I fell in love the first time because it's so many information in the letter, and
Yeah.
I imagine in here, I never seen snow before,
Oh, really?
and
Oh, wow.
really,
Wow.
it's my dream, and the letter it's so clear to understand your schedule,
Oh,
your
good.
routine,
Good.
and I see you not, it's not Utah, is your the other
Oh,
place. Yeah.
yeah. So we live in Utah right now,
Mm-hmm.
and we will be in 6 months or so, or in June, like maybe in the summer, we'll be moving back to
Okay.
Idaho.
Oh,
So
okay.
both states are close. They're not far away,
Mhm.
but yeah, Haley is finishing up professional training in Utah, and then in
Yes.
June we'll move to Idaho. And both states are absolutely
Mhm.
beautiful.
Yeah, I share on Google and I start to see and imagine me living
Yeah,
here, you know.
yeah, it's a great
It's
place
so
to live.
beautiful.
Mhm.
Yes, it's beautiful city. And the boys have any allergies? Food,
No,
animals?
nope,
No?
no allergies, no
Oh,
allergies to
okay.
food. They're Benedict, the taller blonde.
Yeah.
He loves vegetables and fruit mostly, and
Uh-huh.
so he's a really good eater. Theo is more challenging to feed. He's not
Mhm.
he's not picky. He just it's hard to get him to eat enough.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. I want to be opportunity to question the boys, your favorite food, your
absolutely,
favorite colors, favorite sports, but we can talk
absolutely.
after that.
Yeah, yeah. So just so you know, I'm hoping to kind of get to know you a little bit, make sure you understand
Mhm.
our family needs, and then
Yes.
the next time we would get together, I'd like for you to talk with Haley, and
Hmm.
then maybe and then at the same time we can introduce you.
Yeah.
You could meet the boys.
Yes, yes.
So
So,
tell me a little bit about your driving. So have you when you drive, I assume you drive to school to go to school to
mhm.
teach.
Yes, yes. I drive every day in 5 years to per week, you know,
Mhm.
per weeks and the weekends.
Okay.
So I am the Uber in home. It's
Yeah.
only my father drives. My mom's no,
Uh-huh.
and I am the Uber for my mom. So I drive all day, all night, all all the time.
Okay. Great.
I consider myself a strong driver because
Okay.
I drive automatic and the manual car.
Oh, okay. Great.
Because yes,
That's
my car, yes, my car is manual. So
great.
my father's cars is automatic. So sometimes I always change the car, and
Great.
it's okay for me.
Great. I love to hear that. Okay. Um, couple I guess a couple things to point out about our children specifically. So our kids are twins and they're
Hmm.
4-year-old boys. Now, there's
Yes.
nothing wrong with them, but they're 4-year-old boys and they have lots of energy and they can be very loud.
Yes.
And yeah, that can be challenging at times. What would you say what's the most difficult thing for you that when it comes to caring for children? What would you say the
Yes.
most challenging thing is for you?
I think they are twins, but they're not the same person. So it's a different personality,
Mhm.
and I think it's the most difficult and grateful to think because it's a different personality. So it's the different but the similar at the same times.
Mhm.
And I swear the things they love together, but the things that the the own your own, the different food, the different kind of things. And I think it's the most different difficult to think this and not to see them to the same person. Is that it's two boys
That's right.
to take care.
And the thing is with kids of the same age, with the twins, they're very competitive. With kids of different
Yes,
ages, it's this kid, they like these toys and this kid likes these toys, right? When you
yes,
have kids of the same age, they like the same toys. And
yes,
that can be a real challenge. They're constantly needing to learn how to share and
yes,
how to handle their own conflict, and because there can be a lot of fighting sometimes, and
yes, yes.
that's something that you would have to handle. So let's pretend that the boys get into a little bit of a fight. How would you handle them misbehaving?
And first, I will understand why they fighting for. Because, for example, for the toy, the both want to play with the one toy, and the school we learn to learn to with the fight, with the tip of the fight. So we have a time. We have a 10 minutes with the toys, and we have a 10 minutes with the toys. We have a 10 minute, it's worth in the school. But in the brother, it's new for me. But I think is the time of this, and in the school we have a soul experience of the fight of the many fights, or the conversation with the kids. But I consider myself the person who appreciated, the I can explain this, but I can't resolve this, I spend my time with the kids with 4 years, but it's not 2 boys or girls. I have a 10, I have a 15. So it's many fights that it's every day, every day, every day. But in the routine, I think we have a good situation, a good compression to resolve this fight. Principal, there are boys. They live in your life forever.
Yeah, that's right.
And yes, and this phase is so ego, the so ego. I do a neuropsychology, and I understand the psychology with the kids, and they have a phase of your childhood. And this phase of 4 years old, it's so ego. It's my toy. It's my clothes. It's my mine. It's spend the time to comprehend it. It's not my. I can't shout with you. I can, and it's okay. It's kids. they learn about this now.
That was an excellent answer.
I can explain so very well because my English is not so good.
I understand. I understood perfectly. Okay, so what questions do you have for me about family and kids, or what's important to you?
Okay, I choose the family. I don't choose the city. I don't choose the weather. I don't. It's not important. But I hope to share the families, the same principle, the same education. And I have a note here to question you, but you answer me after activity of schools, the allergies, favorite food, favorite color. I will question the kids. And the schedule you told me, I don't know the cars,
so yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about that. So we have one car that's dedicated to the nanny or the au pair. So that would be a car that you would use. It would have car seats in it, and you would take that to school to drop them off. You'd use that to go to activities, but you would also have the ability to take that to go do your own personal things and do things for fun. So that would be your personal car.
Okay. During the weekend, it's so difficult to live it out because I am on my own. But in the weekend, we have a schedule, or I don't remember in the letter to say that.
Sometimes, typically you have Saturday, Sunday off. But sometimes I'll have, like for example, this weekend, I had to travel to go out of town, and Haley had Friday off, but she worked Saturday. So like this week, you would have worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, had Friday off, and worked Saturday, and then had Sunday off. So sometimes
it's eventually.
Yeah.
Yes.
But typically you all will always have 2 days a week off. Most of the time
Okay.
it's Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. And I have a curfew here in home. I had, and we have a curfew to time to go.
Yeah, so on work days, I believe we have, I can't remember, it's I'm gonna send you that we have a family manual. It's like 25
Mhm.
pages that my wife put together of a, like it'll answer every question you probably would have.
Yeah.
But I believe on work days, there's a curfew of I think it's 10:30 or 11 p.m.
Mhm.
And
It's
then
it's the same hour here.
oh yeah. So anyways, and then on the weekends or on days that you don't work the next day, no curfew.
Mhm. Okay. No, but I so okay for this. I'm so flexible to
Yeah.
this because the routine is it's crazy here. And did you have an au pair here?
Yeah, we do. We have an au pair
Mhm.
currently.
And what is the month you pretended that I
Okay, so
travel?
that was the last question I had is I don't know
Mhm.
how quickly you would be open to coming, but we would want to know what's the soonest you could come.
Yes, in the profile I write to I can go here in the November or the
Oh, you did.
December in this
Okay, great.
year. It's
Okay.
okay for me. I write the October, but it's still the get a visa. It's still
Yes.
it's a few days.
And I think I
But in
saw
November, in December, I will.
yeah, and I think you would also need to you would need to redo your driver's license because your driver's license is going to expire soon, correct?
Yes, yes. But in a few weeks, in a 1 week, I
You're gonna
can
renew it? Okay,
do
great.
this.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
In the next week, I will
Okay.
do this bureaucratical.
Okay. Great. I'm really I'm satisfied with your answers and I think you seem very lovely and I think yeah, I think you're going to be successful for sure.
Yeah.
I'd like to share our conversation with Haley,
Mhm.
my wife, and then I'm gonna have her reach out to you for a personal another interview if you're open
Yeah.
to that this week.
Okay. If you can, if you can another interview, I'm okay for this.
Okay.
I'm home after the 6 p.m.
Okay, great.
The hours here. It's a
Yep.
7 p.m. I think here.
I think
But
it's a 2 hour difference. I think right now it's 4 p.m. our time right now.
right now it's 7 p.m. here.
Okay, so it's a 3 hour difference, right?
Yes.
So that's totally
But
fine.
I'm
Yeah, that's totally fine.
okay
So
for.
maybe I'll get with Haley, but she might reach out to talk to you tomorrow.
Mhm. Okay, no problem. It's the holiday here, but I'm still home, and